Our next vibrant speaker is the Indian spiritual guru. He is the one who is phenomenal for the seekers who are searching for the real knowledge and meaning of life. It is our honor to welcome Swami Chidanand Puri ji, who is the head of Advaita Ashram, Kolattur in Kerala. He is the founder and managing trustee of Sanatan Dharm Seva Trust. He is also the author of 30 plus books, including commentaries on Shri Ram Gita, Shiv Mahima Stotram, and many others. He has been honored with many awards like Madhavji Puraskaram, Swami Siddhinathananda Puraskaram, Pandita Ratnam Puraskaram, Janamashtami Puraskaram, etc. We are extremely grateful to him for providing such a glorious opportunity to listen to him and enlighten our lives with his words of wisdom. We now welcome Swamiji to guide us with his deep knowledge.
Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om. In connection with the International Yoga Day, we are having many sessions by many scholars in different fields. In this short session, we are discussing what is Jnana Yoga, its goal, and the path to that. See, what is the ultimate goal in our human life? If somebody comes and say it is reaching some heaven, then the question will come, what is heaven, when I will get that, where it is? And if you are saying you will get that after your death, I cannot believe that. Because you are a living person and I am a living person, we are living in this earth. And if you are saying after death you will get, I cannot believe that. And if you are saying some objects, getting some objects, or reaching to some positions, I cannot accept that. Because however high the position be, that will not be the ultimate goal, because still man will have that thirst or craze to reach more and more higher place. So to a mind, to an intellect which rely on logic and rational thinking, the question is there, what is the goal? Here, a goal which is acceptable to all is spoken of in our Upanishads, that is Vedanta. And that goal is freedom from all bondages, the ultimate freedom. And that we can put in other words, bliss absolute. If we are saying that bliss is the goal or absolute freedom is the goal, everybody will accept that, irrespective of nationality, irrespective of religious beliefs, Every human can accept that. It is quite rational and logical. Now, thinking about that, what is that absolute freedom? We have to understand what bondage is. There are so many bondages, so many bondages. But the base or very root of all bondages is our identification with this body, mind, intellect complex. I am considering myself as this body. Of course, this is my body, but I am not this. I am cognizing this body. I am considering this body as mine. But even though each and every child know this, we are identifying ourselves with this. So this misconception must go. This false identification must go. How it is possible? It is possible by realizing what my real nature is. Who am I? What is my real nature? I'm not this body. I am not the name which was given by somebody else. See, daily millions of organic cells are dying and decaying, and newer cells are being added to this body. In the same way, I am seeing my organs. I am understanding this is my mind. Now, today, my intellect is not functioning well, or today, my intellect is working well. So, I am seeing, I am the seer. So, realizing who that seer is, what is my real nature, that is the only way to get rid of all false identifications. This is the final word of Vedanta. And when we realize what our inner self is, then all limitations we attribute to that because of ignorance, that goes, that vanishes. This realization, I am the unlimited self. I'm not at all limited by anything. This body is limited, the mind is limited, intellect is limited, all the senses are limited, and things around me which I am relying on and depending for my happiness, all these have limitations. And I am the seer, the unlimited. That realization alone is the path to have that absolute freedom. This is the words of Vedanta. Then what is the way to that? In one of the Upanishads, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, we can see Yajnavalkya Maharshi. He speaks to his wife, Maitreyi. Oh, Maitreyi, I am going to accept sannyasa. I have much wealth here, so I am going to divide that wealth in equal parts, and I am giving half part to you and half to my other wife, Katyayani. Then Maitreyi did ask a question. Getting this wealth, will that give me immortality? Will that help me to cross all limitations in life? Will that help me to transcend the death? Then Yajnavalkya says, no. Then Maitreyi says, please instruct me how to realize that, knowing which I can transcend all these limitations. It was then sage Yajnavalkya called Maitreyi and gave that teaching, which is the traditional way of reaching there. And what is that? That mantra is Atma Vare Drashtavyaha Shrotavyo Mantavyo Nididhyasitavyaha. Are, oh my dear, Atma Drashtavyaha. The self is to be realized. The existence absolute is to be realized. That is, the self is existence absolute. Am understanding, I am here. And in the same way, you know you are there. This world is. All these beings are. So there is the existence absolute, on which all these beings are existing. And what is that? That existence absolute and the self which I am calling myself is one and the same. That is the ultimate teaching of the Vedanta. And what is the way to realize that? It is said here, Shrotavyo, Mantavyo, Nididhyasitavyaha. First, you have to hear that. That is the first step. That means, from a man of knowledge, here never man means the masculine gender only. Whoever he be, one of realization, you approach him. Hear from him. What is the absolute? But to go and ask this, we must have that capability within. And for that, we must have discrimination. And with that discrimination within, what is real and what is unreal, we can approach him. When we have the discrimination within, then only we will digest and assimilate what he teaches. And along with the discrimination, we must have a detachment from other objects, because how much we are attached to one, the object of the world, that much we will not be able to focus on ourselves. Because attached with the worldly objects means we are behind the seen world. And when we are clinged with the seen world, we are away from the seer. Now our inquiry is into the nature of the seer. Who am I? What is the existence absolute? This is the question. So that dispassion or detachment from the worldly objects and the ability to hear from the Guru and absolute faith in that Guru, With all this, if we are approaching a man of realization, then his teaching will enter our heart directly without any obstruction. So, this is the first step, Shrotavyaha. But when we say Shrotavyaha, many questions are there. From whom? Answer is from a man of realization. Who to hear? Answer is one who have the thirst within, that burning thirst to have the knowledge, where all other things have become immaterial and irrelevant. Then the third question is what to hear? The answer is about the absolute reality. The fact that yourself is not limited because of many superimpositions. We are considering our own self as something limited. Discount the superimpositions, then our self is unlimited. Of the nature of bliss, of the nature of existence absolute, of the nature of knowledge absolute. So, hearing this, a question will come. What nonsense you are saying? Our self is bliss? No, because we are experiencing so many sorrows in this world. We are searching here and there to discard our sorrows. All right, I'm accepting that. But just think, who am I? Whom do we love most in this world? Just think that. We may say, I love my wife, or love my husband, or love my child. But be truthful to oneself. Whom do you love most? There is no doubt I love me most. And which I, the answer is, I am ready to get rid of all body parts if it is required for keeping myself alive. If the doctor says you must have you must amputate your legs, I am ready. I will obey him. Oh doctor, if it is essential, you can do that. Why? Not because I am not loving my legs, but because I am loving me more than my legs. In the same way, if the doctor says, if you have to live, there is only one way and take this medicine. And if you take this medicine, you will become a blind man. Of course, I will be sad. But still, if it is essential, I will say, oh doctor, please give me that medicine. Why? Not because I am not loving my eyes, not because I want to be a blind man, but because I love me most. And see, when we are alone, no world is there, no relations, no father, no mother, no sister, no brother. I am alone in the state of deep sleep. What is our experience? Our experience is that of bliss. Whether you are an ignorant man or whether you are a scholar, we are experiencing bliss in the state of deep sleep. There is no doubt in this. So, our real nature is that of bliss. So, we have to realize that. So, what are the obstructions? Obstructions are the superimpositions we made. So, the only way to realize it is discarding that. That is understanding our real nature. So first step for that is Shravana. And then naturally many questions will come. We have to find answers. So ruminate again and again what has been heard. That is Mananam. And if we are doing the Shravanam and the Mananam, naturally our intellect will be focused and all other vrittis which are taking us to the scene will end. We will be established in ourselves. This establishing in ourselves, this steadfastness in oneself, that is called yoga, union with the self. So here Shrotavyaha, Mantavyaha, Nididhyasitavyaha is the path shown, and the goal is absolute freedom. And freedom is not a state that is coming after our death, not a state to be acquired somewhere else. It is now, here, yes, here itself. This is our experience. This experience is knowing oneself as the unlimited self. All limitations are there as the result of so many superimpositions. And to discard such superimpositions, the only way is jnana, that is knowledge. So when jnana takes us to yoga, it is called jnana yoga. This is a subject which we have to study for hours and hours and hours, not hours, life altogether. But in sessions like this, only some peeping into the fact that is possible, and within this time limit, just understand this much. Yoga, that is union through jnana, is jnana yoga. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Swamiji. It was such a soul warming speech about Gyan Yoga. And I was just thinking that probably whole world is divided into two mindset. One is Maitreyi mindset, as you said. Another is Katyayani mindset. So, right, being inquisitive like Maitreyi really help us to go on the path of Gyan Yoga, as you said, Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. I'm sure that it will sprout the seeds of Gyan Yoga and quest for Gyan in everybody whosoever is listening from different parts of the world. Thank you very much, respected Swamiji, to be there with us. Thank you very much.
Namaste, namaste, namaste.
On behalf of United Consciousness, I thank Swami Chidanand Puri ji for coming onto the platform of United Consciousness and sharing his views. Thank you so much.